Hey guys, Felecia, I got you, girl. Welcome to our Number Something podcast. I'm excited to be here with you guys today. Yes, this is pre-recorded. Hopefully after I get back from my trip, I'll be doing lives and you guys can chime on, which is really what I want to do. But I just kind of wanted to lay a little groundwork today for you. Tamisa and I had shared a couple of weeks ago about I Got You Girl, where it came from and how it was birthed out of. And I just wanted to share just some things that's going on behind the scenes. Felecia Bella is my business, and I've been in the fashion business, geez, almost 30 years, I would say. Long time. I've seen a lot of ebbs and flows, a lot of things come and go and change over the years. And I kind of started this deep spiritual journey years ago, just seeking truth from God about what life means, what all's out there, what matters, what doesn't matter, why we're here, what's our purpose. I'm gonna move this camera back just a tad. Where we're headed in life, what it means to be a light bearer, what it means to be a believer in Jesus. And anyway, it's been a journey. It's been a very, very long journey. Well, I think things escalated probably, I would say, during COVID. We had a lot of quiet time. Well, really at Felecia Bella we didn't, but for the most part we did, as far as situations and having to learn to really trust in what God was doing and having to trust in all the things that were going on around us. And during that time, I really started digging deeper into my spiritual walk with the Lord. And from that has birthed a whole new level of things that Felecia Bella, I Got You Girl's about to do. I'm planning, one of the things that I feel like that I'm so strongly wanting to tap into is I've studied a lot on quantum physics and frequency. And everything in our world is frequency. What you think, what you feel, what you do, everything is frequency. Every atom out there in the world carries frequency. There's good frequency, there's bad frequency, there's neutral frequency. And I have gone through these journeys of learning how to honestly work within that frequency and clear out a lot of old negative frequency or emotions that carried the frequency within my life. And I feel like that Felecia Bella, yes, I'm in the fashion, yes, I love clothes. But I think so many times we as humans, especially women, we play small. We hide behind that shame, or we hide behind that wanting not to be seen, because if we're seen, then more is expected of us. And one of the things that I've learned along this journey is that we are all important. We're superheroes. We really are. We all have innate gifts that nobody else on the planet has. And one of the things that I Got You Girl's gonna do is we're gonna reach in and we're gonna take that woman and we're gonna pull out the best of you. So instead of when you walk into a party or a dinner with a group of people or to an event that you shy away and you hide back, you're gonna own the room, because it's so important for us to recognize our power and recognize the queen that we truly are within. I don't mean from an ego standpoint by any means. I mean from an humble knowing that you know that I am, that you are the am of God. And you are his eyes, his ears, his hands, his heart, his very essence on this earth. And he made us in his image. And so it's so important that we rise up and we become the fullness of who we're called to be, because I personally believe, and I said this on that first one, that we all have different traits, different gifts, and the world needs what you have. The world is waiting to see your voice or hear your voice, to see you, to hear your voice, to see the essence of you. And I think that's why when Jesus said to pray the prayer, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven, that the kingdom is within us. And that we're the ones to be that conduit or that pipe that brings it to the earth. And in order to do that, we have to release all these frequencies, be it shame, be it anything, sickness, mental disorder, whatever it is a frequency, and it's that simple. Yes, there's all kinds of backgrounds for it, but there's so many things that can release that. And I think pulling together I Got You Girl is going to help us bring in people that can speak to those situations, that can set us free in so many areas, that just from others' experiences. You know, I talked, even in the last 24 hours, I've had several people reach out to me that were looking for their purpose, trying to figure out where they fit in the world. And I think that is such a thing that I have really been on this journey with, and I figured it out. Well, excuse me, let me not just say that. That sounded very ego. I feel like God showed me, and I'm willing to step out of the closet now and help others to walk in their own as well. I love exactly what I do. I love helping women, but honestly, I'm tired of just showing a cute shirt. I'm not into trends anymore. We are the trend. We have to own it, and we have to be that confident in who we are and what we're all about, and know, you know, the ins and outs of where we've been placed in this world, so we can be a truth and a light and a voice. And you know, so many of us have taken the light and turned it down very dim, and it's time to take that light and turn it up on the world. So that is the mission of Felecia Bella. We're going to be doing some different things. I'm definitely going to start out talking about frequency and what it really is, and what is quantum physics, what is the field of where all possibilities exist. It's all going to be biblical. It's all going to be based on word. And then we're going to talk about how to shift your energy from before to after, to the meek woman, until, or do you know, what energy is it that you're trying to portray out there? Every piece of clothing, every piece of jewelry, everything you think, everything you say, everything you eat, everything you do carries a frequency. So it's so important to make sure you have all those things within balance. I don't mean get paranoid over it at all, because I think we all have a gift of intuition that God gave us, and that we just have to learn how to work in that, how to be wise. Wise as a what is it? Wise as a dove, gentle. I don't know. Wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. Yeah, but we have to learn to really walk in those frequencies, because the world we know is shifting. Everything's shifting. The planet's shifting. The polar fields are shifting. AI's become a big thing. We've got to recognize our humanness. Yes, I love AI. Don't get me wrong. But that's a whole nother subject, which we'll get off on that too. We'll talk about that with women in business and entrepreneurialism, and, you know, how to utilize it for the best. But basically, God created us in His image. His image is all power, all loving, all kind, all joy, the fruit of the Spirit, long suffering, all these beautiful things. So if we're that person, then we have to be that on earth as it is in heaven. And so we're going to bring heaven to earth, girls, and we're going to step out and become the people that walk in their power. Because as doing that, as a collective, as a group, as I Got You Girl group, and I will tell you where I got the name for that in just a second, but as that group, as we learn these things, we're going to raise the frequency of this earth, where we're walking more in love, we're walking more in peace, we're walking more in character, we're walking more in truth and long suffering and the beautiful things. Does that mean we're not going to have problems? Absolutely not. We're going to have problems. The podcast last week was my pastor talking about trials and things happening. It was beautiful, and it is true. We are going to have a war, but guess what? The war is fixed. The war is fixed. We've already won it. So anyway, I'm really getting off into a lot of stuff. I'm going to share even tonight on my live. I do lives twice a week, and we have an app. But definitely share. Go share the podcast. The name I Got You Girl came from a couple things. Me on my live saying, I got you, girl, when I'm doing 40 things at one time. And I really do, because He gave me, I had to work on this. I had to learn to listen. I had to learn to file in my mind how to multitask, how to do things in order, because I have had symptoms of ADD. I've had symptoms of squirreling. I've had all these things that I've had to really learn to really zone in and focus and prioritize in my life. And these are some of the things I think we all need. I would have loved to have had just one coach to sit down and to share all these things with me. I've had many. I'm going to recommend books. We're going to talk about, I've told you, muscle testing. We're going to talk about metabolism. We're going to talk about all these things because it's all intertwined. It's all intertwined. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. We are very complex, but yet very simple. And so I'm the kind of person, I don't deal real well with complexity. I like simple. Keep it simple, stupid, because that's kind of how my mind works. Like, we got to do this the easy way or the smart way. Let's just put it that way. But it does take some work, and it takes some being willing to step out, being willing to grow, being willing to be challenged. And we're going to do some challenges. We're going to do a lot of things. I Got You Girl also came from, it was to me like God saying to me, I got you, girl, son God. And that is the most important thing to me with I Got You Girl, because he does have us. He has us in the palm of his hand, and believe me, it's much bigger than mine. If he can be omnipresent everywhere at all times, then how great is that? Because you know what? I may end up today at the zoo, or I may end up at the carnival, or I may end up at market. He's still there. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys. I have so many things planned. Speakers, entrepreneurs, women's issues, podcasts with different people. I'm super excited that the network that is being laid out with the people that are coming forward that have actually contacted me about speaking on their podcasts all over the country. And it's just exciting. I'm going to have Pastor come on and share. I will have lots of people. And you know what? There's no big I's, there's no little U's. Everybody is important. Everybody matters. And that's what you guys need to know. That's what he's saying. I got you, girl. So just know that we're on a journey. And you know what? It may not end till we leave this place. Oh, I just saw a beautiful eagle fly across the sky outside. Wow, look at that, a sign. That's another thing I'm going to challenge you right now. Maybe that was my sign. Here it comes again. Oh my God, it looks like it's about to fly in the building. Did you see it? Ah, that is wild. It may have been a hawk. It was either a hawk or eagle. We're in eagle territory here. Anyway, but I want to challenge you to pay attention. Start paying attention to synchronicity, signs, numbers, what people say to you. You know, sometimes, you know, God will speak to you through others. And then we're going to do some about our angels. We all have an angel. We're going to talk about angels. We're going to talk about all of God's messengers. We're going to do so much. It's going to be so exciting, guys. We're going to get into uncharted territories. It might be a little controversial, but you know what? I'm up for that. Anyway, I'm excited that you guys are here. Don't y'all love my shirt? This is Rare Bird. A strong woman looks at a challenge and in the eye and gives it a wink. Sorry, I was trying to remember it and I didn't remember it, so I was reading it backwards. So look at that. Anyway, I'm super excited. I cannot wait. Hopefully we're going to get together a women's conference sometime in the near future, and just be you, and just start getting yourself ready, because we're about to take a journey that we've never ridden before. And you know what? It may get a little rough and it may get a little tough, but in the end, it's going to be amazing, because like I said, it's already fixed. We already finished on top. So I love y'all so much. Thank you for being a part. Share. And again, we will continue to grow. I have so many subjects of what I'm going to talk about. And you guys are going to be so excited. And of course, we got to tie in a little bit of fashion, you know, because there's frequency in fashion. I love that. That kind of rhymes. Frequency and fashion. Anyway, y'all have a great one. I will see you next week. Bye.